Hello and welcome everyone. In this video I would like to introduce you to the new channel theme and art I am deploying right now. Some of you have seen in my announcement video that I made a character named Trask Ulgo, and rightfully so ask why I didn't remake my characters, why I didn't remake Drewlik, why there is no blue chiss sniper as there should be. And the thing is, it is kind of apart in two reasons. It's for one, I really am not feeling like remaking all of my characters because it would be just too hurtful. So I want my characters. I want kind of a fresh start. So I'm doing this, and also there's some different reasons. And secondly, the name Drewlik was already taken because I already was playing on that server Harbinger. Before I got banned, so I would have to make an impure name in my perspective, which means having a little comma or dot or something over some of the vowels, which I don't want. I want my real name, which is Drewlik. So I just thought I'd do something different. So this is, in this case, Trask Ulgo. Now, who is Trask Ulgo and why is he important, or rather, why is he not important? Because he actually isn't that important, which is part of the genius of it. So let's go back a few years, back even to 2001. Now, back in the day, a little game was released called Knights of the Old Republic, or Knights of the Old Republic 1, because they made a second one. Not as good, but still a good game. And in that, the very first moments, I remember them vividly, playing them, the very first time at my uncle's house. He later then bought me the game. The very first thing that happens is he introduces himself to you. And I can't quite seem to forget his initial introduction, which was somewhat along the lines of, I'm Trask Ulgo, Ensign with the Republic Fleet. Or more likely, because I am German, and back then I only had the game in German, it was more like, Ich bin Trask Ulgo, Fähnrich der Republikanischen Flotte. But, it's still, I hold this memory very dearly. So, with this, what does that mean? So, minor spoilers right here. Within the first 10 minutes of the game, which is a brilliant tutorial because it already establishes all the characters and all of the threats. So, you immediately know that the Siths are the enemies and are bad and stuff like that. But you also get an emotional connection. Minor spoilers here, as I said. Just play the game. It's just in the first 10 minutes. There's nothing too major I'm spoiling right now. But the thing is, Trask Ulgo dies immediately in the first 10 minutes of the game. You get to play with him, and he heroically sacrifices himself to hold up a Sith Lord by the name of Darth Bandon, which is an apprentice of Darth Malak at the time. So, already, it was established, and I was just completely taken aback and absolutely impressed with how I could intensely care for a character for which I had not known him, known of his existence, 10 minutes beforehand, and already I was so invested in this character, and I thought it was such a tragedy and a loss that he sacrificed himself for me. And this kind of way of storytelling I found very impressive, and I think that this is what BioWare does best. So this, me emulating Trask Ulgo means that I thinking of and always hold dearly the good aspects of BioWare, because as you know, I have my quarrels with BioWare now after everything that happened, but this will always remind me of the good parts of it. So this is how BioWare should be. This is what they're good at, and this is for all of the memories they have been able to provide me with. So thank you for that. And I'm of course going to feature him as a staple and example of how this game should be, how story should be done, and not having these silly decisions being made about other things. But you know what? Leave all of that behind us. We don't want to talk about this whole controversy anymore. I know that I did a mistake and stuff like that. Just don't let us talk about this. Let's look into the future. I'm of course going to upload another gameplay with this whole thing. You're not just going to get this thing. And that is all for this theme. So, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you understand the reasoning now behind the Trask Ulgo, and why I tried to emulate and replicate him as closely as possible. He is now going to be a part of us. My name is Drewlik. You've been watching a video, not PvP or anything, just a video, and as always, have a good one.